When my niece Leanne got married in Port Elizabeth, South Africa, I could never have been happier. It was my first family wedding. It all started by shipping thousands of crystals that would be hand-stitched onto her dress, and we then determined the color scheme for her midsummer wedding. It would be saffron and watermelon, also known as bright orange and shocking pink. When guests arrived, we arranged for them to write a wish on a yard-long piece of satin ribbon. All of these ribbons were then tied to the arbor, and the bride and groom walked underneath and enjoyed the collective wishes as they made their way down the aisle. As the guests proceeded to the ceremony, each received a small candle, so when the bride and groom exchanged their vows, they did so to candlelight that was spread from the bridal party throughout every member of the congregation. A very beautiful touch for them to make their vows, and an environmentally conscious one too. Using candlelight adds a romantic ambience to the ceremony while decreasing the amount of energy used at your event. One of the proudest moments for me was walking Leanne down the aisle, looking incredibly radiant as she married Clinton Seba underneath a very beautiful arbor filled with greens and beautiful summery flowers. As is customary in South Africa, everyone was given a big handful of rose petals to toss over the bride and groom as they made their way down the aisle after the ceremony. The florals and greens used for the arbor, as well as the rose petals, are an eco-friendly way to add a personal touch by using local flowers grown in the area you're getting married. Everyone then made their way down to a beautiful Bedouin tent, which had been lit majestically in bright mango, saffron and fuchsia. Guests were seated at two long tables covered in an oatmeal linen with beautiful fuchsia du peony silk runners down the center and a cornucopia of different sized rectangular boxes, some covered in orange silk, some covered in pink silk, but filled abundantly with different types of roses, Gerber daisies and spider-mums, as well as spheres of roses in shades of vibrant saffron, mango and a shot of lime green. By covering the floral boxes in fabric, it allows you to use them again for other events. You can also use eco-friendly fabrics such as silk and cotton. With a nod to local cuisine, we began dinner with a tasty chilled prawn gazpacho. This was followed by a wonderful South African crayfish salad and finished with a delicious filet mignon. While guests were having dinner, the ceremony area was magically transformed into a fun nightclub where we danced the night away and finished with an amazing wedding cake that was placed under the former wedding gazebo. So remember, it's all about the choices you make when planning your wedding. Make it fabulous, keep it personal, make it memorable, and make it eco-chic.